We want to welcome you here today. My name is Damon, and it's an honor to be a part of this special day. I've been a pastor for 30 years. I've been married for 28 years, so I've done a lot of marriages, and I've spoken in a lot of marriages, and so it's such an honor to be a part of this special day. On behalf of Will and Nadine, just thank you, friends and family, for being a part of this special day. You're not just observers, but you're a significant part of their life. You're the people they wanted around them as we share this sacred moment. And it is a sacred moment as we join these two in holy matrimony, because marriage is a gift from God. And it's given to us so that we might experience the joys of unconditional love with a lifelong partner. Will and Nadine, because of your deep love for one another comes from God alone, this is a sacred moment. And it's with great reverence that I now ask you to declare your intent to one another. So Will, do you take Nadine to be your wedded wife, to live together after God's ordinance in the holy state of matrimony? And do you promise to love her and to comfort her, to honor her and keep her in sickness and in health, and forsaking all others, remain faithful to her as long as you both shall live?
I do.
And Nadine, do you take Will to be your wedded husband, to live together after God's holy ordinance in the holy state of matrimony? And do you promise to love him, to comfort him, to honor and keep him in sickness and in health, and forsaking all others, remain faithful to him as long as you both shall live? You know, through the ages, man has tried to define love. Poems, songs, and books have all been written trying to describe this four-letter word. But the best description I have found comes from God himself, since he's the author of love. And in his word in 1 Corinthians chapter 13, this is what he says love is. He says, love is patient and love is kind. It is not envy. It does not boast. It is not proud. It does not dishonor others. It is not self-seeking. And it's not easily angered. It keeps no record of wrongs. Love does not delight in evil, but rejoices with the truth. And here's what love does. Love always protects, it always trusts, it always hopes, and it always perseveres. It says, and now these three remain: faith, hope, and love, but the greatest of these is love. And so Will, if you will love Nadine as Christ loved the church, and Nadine, if you'll respond to Will as unto the Lord, your companionship as husband and wife will blossom into a physical, emotional, and spiritual closeness beyond which nothing can compare. And as we move from our intent, we wanted to declare out our vows. So I'll begin with you, Will, and you'll just look at Nadine and you'll just repeat these phrases after me. I will take you, Nadine.
I will take you, Nadine,
To be my wedded wife.
to be my wedded wife.
To have and to hold.
To have and to hold.
From this day forward.
From this day forward.
For better or for worse.
For better or for worse.
For richer or for poor.
For richer or for poorer.
In sickness and in health.
In sickness and in health.
To love and to cherish.
Love and cherish.
Till death do us part.
Till death do us part.
The wedding ring serves as a symbol of the promise that you both have just spoken about. And I kind of describe it this way. It's the outward and visible sign of an inward and invisible love that binds our hearts together. And it's a symbol also of what God is. See, he is without beginning and without end, and he's eternal. With this ring,
I
give in token and pledge.
I give a token and pledge.
As a sign of my love and devotion.
As a sign of my love and devotion.
With this ring I thee wed.
With this ring I thee wed.
Well, we're here at the beach, and one of the great traditions, I would say, of a wedding on the beach is what we call a sand ceremony. This relationship is symbolized through the pouring of these containers of sand. So you two kind of begin. And Will, one container is going to represent your life, everything that you are and how God made you. And Nadine, the same for you. And as each of those containers are poured into the picture frame, it's a picture of the combining of your lives, right? Because the truth is that for this marriage to work, there are aspects of who Nadine is that she is a helpmate. That's what God says for you, Will. And so it won't feel helpful at times, let me be honest, but she is to be your helpmate. And it's the same for you, Nadine. It's gonna feel different at times, like you're not really my helpmate, right? But there's parts of who he is. And that's why this image, this symbolism of the sand ceremony is so important, because it's symbolic of what God is bringing and joining together. Well, being reminded that God is the author of love, I just want to encourage you that it will take faith to persevere in challenging and difficult times. Hope, being reminded of all the ways that brought you here to this moment today. And then it'll take love. It'll take remembering this moment, remembering these words, and choosing to love every day. That's what makes a great marriage. Well, Will and Nadine, since you've consented together in holy matrimony and have pledged yourselves to each other by your solemn vows and the giving of rings, and have declared your commitment of love before God and these witnesses, I now pronounce you husband and wife. Will, you may kiss your bride.
Forever stars.